We've got one worksheet. You're going to follow the instructions on the worksheet. Each of you have got your own table to fill out, and you've got to make a graph. We're going to investigate the effect of concentration on the rate of a chemical reaction. So we're going to do a chemical reaction where we're going to take what's called sodium thiosulfate, and we're going to react it with acid. Now, there's quite a number of products, all right, but we're going to actually monitor how quickly sulfur is produced. And sulfur is a solid. So what's going to happen is you're going to put a certain concentration of thiosulfate into your reaction flask, and you're going to place it on a piece of paper that you've drawn a cross on, okay? And then you're going to add 5 cubic centimeters of acid every time. We're not going to change the concentration of the acid, we're going to change the concentration of the sodium thiosulfate. We're going to add it to the flask, and as soon as you add the hydrochloric acid, you must start the timer on your clock, okay? So have your timer ready. As soon as you give it a swirl, in your group give it a swirl, one person starts the timer straight away, and then you will look down it and you will go to say stop, and the other person will stop the stopwatch when you cannot see the cross through the flask. So you're going to produce yellow sulfur, and the cross on the piece of paper will disappear, and as soon as you can't see it anymore, you say stop, and that's the time that we're going to use as the time for the reaction rate. Does that make sense? Then you'll redo it, but this time you'll use less sodium thiosulfate and you'll top it up with water. So you're going to make it more dilute. And so the amounts are on your table here. So the first time, you've got a large beaker of thiosulfate. You're going to measure out 50 cubic centimeters of thiosulfate, put it into your flask. Yeah? Then, using the other measuring cylinder, do not mix up the measuring cylinders. So the small measuring cylinder, measure 5 cubic centimeters, you put it into the flask and stop the stopwatch. Wash out the flask after you've done the first one. The next time you're going to add 40 cubic centimeters of thiosulfate, and you're going to top it up with 10 cubic centimeters of water. Yeah? Put it in the flask, redo it, time it. So each time you're going to make the thiosulfate more and more dilute. When you record it, round off to the nearest second. Does that make sense? Any questions? Alright, so carefully read. You've got the large beaker already got sodium thiosulfate. The small beaker's got hydrochloric acid. Make sure you wear your safety glasses when you're doing the experiment. Alright, make sure you draw a cross on your piece of paper. And remember, as soon as the reaction starts, someone has to look down it, and as soon as they can't see the cross anymore, tell the person to stop timing. Ja? Das ist wunderbar. Alright, go for it. Move your chairs back, stand up when you do an experiment.
I did like.
Yeah.
Do you shake it or just leave it?
No, she'll go 3, 2, 1. As soon as she pours in, you start. Give it a mix.
You have to put it in first.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, give it a shake. Now, good. Now, look down it, and as soon as you cannot see the cross, you stop. Yeah? Alright, so 40, and then you use this to top up to 10, up to 50, yeah? Always 5. Okay, how many seconds? 22 seconds, so you write 22 seconds.